Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Rangers Review special. It brings me great joy to say that we're joined by Rangers royalty on the Rangers Review. Charlie Miller joins us to talk about a new stage show that he's involved in. We'll have a wee chat about Rangers as well, of course. But Charlie, how goes it?
All good, all good. As you see, I'm just at the summer camp. I'm just had to take a wee half an hour out of the coaching with the kids. So I'm just at Torrigan Football Centre. So nice to chat. Looking forward to the chat and obviously speak about the show.
Yeah, how's the academy going, Charlie? Keeping you busy, I'd imagine.
It was busy, yeah, over the summer definitely, but during the year we've got loads of teams with maybe 16, 17, maybe 18 teams, so we're very busy, and the league starts on the 17th of August with the kids, so we're just back at training on Monday night, so looking forward to getting the season started. The kids are looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, fantastic. So tell us about this stage show. Of course, you're involved in Billy and Tim with live commentary. It's you're taking it to the Edinburgh Fringe, kicking off first night over there at the festival on Friday. Tell us a little bit, for those of you that maybe tuning in that aren't familiar with the stage show and that sort of thing, and how you get involved, Charlie. Can you enlighten us?
Well, it was strange. I was actually up in Turriff with Simon Donnelly last year, and Scott Kyle, who produces it now, he phoned me out the blue, just asked if me and Simon would be interested in doing a couple of question answers at the gigs, and we said, yeah, why not? We'll see how it goes, we'll see where it takes us. And then we done my first kind of show at Angleston Country Club down at Bishopton, and we just done the Q&A, and then Scott Kyle, the guy, he has the thinking he gets in his seat, he thinks I could actually add these two into this show. So and we met up in the town hall in Rutherglen, myself and Simon and Scott Kyle. And the next thing we were doing the commentary. So we thought, why don't we make it more real and get another, maybe two guys in to do the commentary with us who can host Sky Sports or have hosted BBC or ITV over the years. So then Rob McLean and David Tanner have joined as well. So we're actually now a commentary team. But me and Simon are very, very nervous commentary team, because we played 2,600 people at the Gaiety and at the Pavilion, and it's a little bit out of comfort zone because we're obviously more comfortable on the field rather than the stage.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic, and I'm actually looking forward. I mean, the Edinburgh Fringe is world renowned, Charlie. So, how's the nerves? How's the excitement for taking the show over there?
Oh, excited but very nervous because it's obviously one of the biggest months in Scotland's year anyway, and it's massive worldwide, as you says. Never been before, so I'm looking forward to see how it goes and see what it's like to be hanging about the Fringe and seeing other shows and things like that as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. But as I say, nervous. Once we get there, we'll be a wee bit nervous. But once you get into it, you get relaxed. And as I say, Rob McLean and David Tanner, they're great. They kind of settle us in because they're pros at what they've done all these years. They're doing the kind of commentary. So, as I said, I'm looking forward to it, but nervously.
Of course, it's a really popular stage show, singing I'm No a Billy, He's a Tim, and obviously it's been adapted now. For maybe those, without giving it too much away, Charlie, what's sort of the gist of it? What can people maybe expect if they pop along?
Well, I hadn't seen it until I went to Angleston the first night, and it was absolutely amazing. It was funny. It was a bit, obviously, Rangers and Celtic having a go at each other. The fans get involved. When we're doing the commentary, the fans cheer when Rangers score, the fans cheer if Celtic score. And then we have a wee wind up with each other in the commentary. Not as bad as Boyd and Sutton, not quite yet. But the crowd love it. The crowd right in about it, and they actually think they're at a game, even though they're at a theatre show. And the guys on doing the show are incredible. They're really talented actors, and it's a great show to watch, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fantastic. And you're playing Edinburgh a number of dates, aren't you? Kicking off on Friday, but you're doing a number of shows over there.
Yep, we're doing the 1st and 2nd of August, the 8th and 9th, and the 15th. So, as I said, looking forward to it. It should be a great time. And behind the scenes, me and Simon and Rob and David, we kind of just turn up. But the guys who work on the theatre who do the show and the guys behind the scenes, they get so much work they have to do, and you don't realise how much they have to put together. They're up there for hours and hours, whereas we just turn up and maybe soak in the atmosphere. Hopefully this weekend that's what we're doing, soaking the atmosphere in at the Edinburgh Fringe. So it's, as I say, it's a great show. Funny, sad at points, but it's obviously trying to get away from the sectarianism of what we talk about in Rangers and Celtic. But as I say, it brings people together. And as I say, it's funny, and it's a family show, definitely.
Yeah, fantastic. And tickets, people can still buy tickets for the dates, I'd imagine.
People can still buy tickets for the dates, I'm sure. I'm not actually.
I'll stick the link in.
Yeah, if you don't mind, that would be great. Because they're really great. I'm actually surprised I actually got onto this because I'm hopeless with technology. So I'm actually surprised this was easier than I expected.
So you think maybe if this goes well, Charlie, a career on the stage, could that be something that you might look at?
I just hope Billy and the Tim. I'm a Billy. I know a Billy. He's a Tim. I hope it goes for the next 25 years and we're still involved. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. I think it's the 20th year. It's the 20th year anniversary since it first started the show. Wow. I think there's been a lot of changes in the last few years. But I think it was 20 years ago they went to the Fringe and it was a big success there. So me and Simon and Rob and David, we're only a small part of it, but it's a great to be part of it, and hopefully it can be even more successful.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll stick the link in, folks, in the description. So do go and get a ticket if you can make it along to the Edinburgh. It will be a cracking day out to go and watch Charlie and the lads in action. Charlie, we read myself me not to get you on and have a chat about Rangers. Well, first of all, how do you see tonight going? They're in the driving seat. Of course, it's going to be tough over there, but how do you see it unfolding?
Well, I was watching the first half through my fingers last week. I think like a lot of us, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what kind of players we've signed. I still think they've to hit the ground running, obviously. We really want them to hit the ground running when they arrive. But last week it was probably your young Findlay Curtis and Gassami who got the headlines. When he came in, it looked as if he was bright. But Rothwell did okay in the middle of the park. And Butland was our hero. We could have been 4-0 down for the big man, and I just hope he's like that the whole season and back to his best again, because we're going to need a big character in goals this season, because it's a massive season for us because we really need to win this league this year. But fingers crossed we can get through tonight. I believe we can. I believe Panathinaikos will open up more. They're the ones that have to go on the front foot, and hopefully we can pick them off. I think I think we will be a good counter-attacking team under this manager also, because we want to keep the ball, as we've seen with the second goal. I think it was the second goal at the weekend, Danilo's goal. Get the ball and then bang! It was a great passage of play. So hopefully we can control the game, but it will not be easy. If we lose an early goal, their fans will get right behind them, and the atmosphere in Greece, as we all know, can be very hostile.
Yeah. Were you over there, mind I mean, we try and forget the AK Athens game over there back in the day. Was that hot? Can you remember? I just came in maybe just after the Falkirk defeat, after the game, and then played the full season after that. So I didn't see AAK, but I was in Pauk when we had to go. And that was an atmosphere and a half, because we went to another Ibrox, and I'm not joking, they were in the stadium for 1 o'clock of the day of the game, just singing and drums, and the place was bouncing and out. It was, when we walked out onto the pitch, it was very hostile. But that's what you love. You have to go and enjoy these moments. If you don't want to play in games like that, then there's no use playing football. Yeah, absolutely. What was it over there? You get a draw? Was it 1 each with the Big George score? No, 0-0. Yeah. George scored. What's that? Why was it Big George? Always Big George. I know. Exactly. He always popped up with a goal when you needed it. Always pop up with a wonder strike for 25 yards or whatever. He was a wonderful player, a wonderful friend. But no, the game was 0-0 that day, and we were happy enough to get away from there unscathed. And
we got through to the next round. I think the next round we played bloody Parma, right enough.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah, it was. It might have been by Leverkusen. It was one that was quite. It was really a really good run that year. But you came up against a Parma team that were just packed with world class stars at the time, weren't they? They were something else.
They had Buffon, Cannavaro, Varane, Crespo. That's just to name a few. I think Thuram. Did I say Thuram?
Yeah, Thuram was playing for them as well. Yeah,
incredible team. We drew at Ibrox and then obviously lost 3-1 over there. Big scored over there, a big wonder hit, a big man. But obviously it was the next season we put them out. The following season we Advocate. That was Advocate's first season. The one we lost over there.
Yeah. I was talking about that Parma game, that the Champions League qualifier the other day there. Incredible. I mean, that 2-0 game at Ibrox is unbelievable. The noise that was generated that night, and the team played really well, didn't they? But again, it was some achievement just putting them out, because they were a top side at the time. But
phenomenal performance, phenomenal result over 2 legs, and that's the big to Lionel Charbonnier, who had two wonder games then, and especially in Parma, he was incredible and had some great saves. So that's what we're going to look for Big Butland tonight. If he starts, I'm sure he will start after his performance last week. I feel sorry a little bit for Liam Kelly, who done nothing wrong near the end of last season, but I still think Butland's probably just ahead of him. But if Butland's at the top of his game, then he's the best goalkeeper in Scotland. There's no doubt about that, and one of the best in Britain when he's at the top of his game. But we just need him back at that level, and fingers crossed the big man can maybe keep a clean sheet tonight, but it's going to be difficult.
I hope so. If you get the first goal, I think that might put it to bed. But I'm expecting Panathinaikos to come out and be quite aggressive. So need to defend better than we did the first half last week. That's for sure. Got away with a few with Jack making some big saves. What have you made of it's been a big turnover this summer, Charlie, at the club. Not only, of course, with the new owners coming in, but Russell Martin getting the job as well. What have you made of it all in the last month or so?
Well, I don't know. It's been a strange month because we've not got rid of anyone really. I think Proper's the only one that's kind of left.
Yep.
And we've brought maybe 9 players in, but I think only 2 or 3 have started the games.
Yeah.
We've still got pretty much the same team as last season that started the first leg. And then obviously young Findlay Curtis coming in. I'm so glad that we're bringing through the Scottish boys. Love us to see more and more of that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know yet, because Rothwell, who did okay the first leg, he didn't do nothing amazing, but he did okay, as I says. Gassama looked lovely when he came on. Giga, as I said, I was looking through him, the fingers. I was looking through the fingers in the first half. Some of the mistakes they were wanting to give Panathinaikos goals, but the second half was much better. Max Aarons, who didn't have his best game, but done well to get the second goal. He done well winning the ball and starting the move off and getting the second goal. So at the moment, I don't know what to expect to the signings, because I've not really seen any of them like everyone else, I think. Optimistic though that we can have a good season, but I still believe we'll be looking to sign maybe 4 or 5 more players.
Yeah, I agree, certainly. And you mentioned Findlay Curtis there, Charlie, someone that came through Ibrox at the time as a young boy. What do you think's the best route for him? He's really impressed in pre-season. Of course, he scored a belter last week as well. Are you excited by him, and how do you manage him, do you reckon, this season?
Well, you get him in the team if they're good enough. If they're young enough, it doesn't make a difference, just get him in the team. But the problem is now that we've just signed the boy Gassami, who looked lively when he came on, and then we're looking to sign 1 or 2 other wide men, and we're signing the boy Asgard. So I just hope the young Findlay Curtis's minutes don't get curtailed because of that, because I believe he deserves the minutes. I believe he's probably, at the moment, although we've just signed Gassama, Curtis has played probably every pre-season game in that position. So let's start him, let's play him, and let's give him the confidence, and let's give the other young boys the confidence if they're good enough to go and play.
And the season ahead, there's a bit of optimism. Do you fancy Rangers to win the league? It's been too long, hasn't it? And I mean, last season was a disaster, so we can't have that again.
Well, every season we have to win the league. It's just simple. We expect to win the league. We've let Celtic, after we win 55, we let Celtic go far ahead. It's too easy. The following season under Giovanni, it was disappointing because he didn't back Giovanni, and I still believe the players stopped playing for Giovanni at that point, because you can't just be in a Europa League final and then win the Scottish Cup and then play so poorly under him the following season. Even though when we sacked Giovanni, I think we were still 7 points ahead, which is, when we think about it, was madness. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know if we were 7 points ahead, but we were leading.
They were struggling. They were struggling, to be fair. But you look back at, you should have been given time. As I think, Gio, if you look back on it, I mean, the football wasn't really good, but he deserves a bit more time in hindsight. Given, like you say, Charlie, he got Rangers to a European final, won the Scottish Cup, I think, and got them into the Champions League, which was no mean feat at the time as well.
To be fair, it was a great result in Eindhoven. It really was, but we didn't back him in the transfer market. We didn't sign enough players. We had a lot of injuries, and unfortunately, it really hurt Leon King, who I thought would have been a right good player for Rangers, and it kind of set him back maybe a couple of years now, as you see, because he's not played so much. And that's unfortunate for young Leon, because sometimes, even if you get in the team and you play a lot of games, it can hurt your confidence, because, as Richard Gough said to me one day, at Ibrox, you're only as good as your last pass, not even your last game, you know. So, unfortunately for young Leon, I think it's taken its toll on him a little bit. That was a shame, because I thought I had high hopes for him.
Yeah. There's a few of them in that bracket, I think, Charlie, that I've sort of seen their careers passing by a little bit. I think for his own benefit, it would be best if he moves out and gets regular game time.
He needs to go and play. He needs to go and play. It was like young Lowry last year had to get out and play, and but I wish you boys all the best. The boys don't want to leave Rangers. I didn't want to leave Rangers, but you know, when your time to go and play football, you just have to go and play. Your love for Rangers doesn't change. Your love for the club doesn't change, but you just, if you're professional enough, you want to play. You want to play football. That's when, as a kid, when you started playing the game, you just want to play on a Saturday and enjoy playing in front of fans.
Yeah. And Motherwell on Saturday, Charlie, evening kick-off, that one. How do you see that going? Tricky old venue to go and start the campaign off in, isn't it?
Oh, it's always tricky, Motherwell. They'll be up for it as well. And we're going to have a tough one tonight in Panathinaikos. I'm surprised that the game's not a Sunday. I thought the game might have been a Sunday to kind of
help us
a little bit, but obviously not. They don't really care about helping us. They never have, so nothing changes there. But I'm sure Motherwell will be up for the game, but we have to be up for it and ready. But I'm sure they'll probably make a few changes for Saturday after Wednesday. So let's just get through tonight first. But we also have to start the league very well. We need to make sure we're up with Celtic, because I'm sure Celtic will still sign. They'll sign 3 or 4 big names, I would imagine. But as I said, we just have to look after ourselves and take care of our own results.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been brilliant having you on, Charlie. A reminder there, folks, he's part of the brilliant stage show, Billy and Tim, with live commentary, kicks off at
noise in the background. Just I'm at the football camp as well, sorry. I hope there's bad noise in the background. Sorry about that.
No, we can hear you loud and clear, Charlie. So don't worry about that. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, your busy schedule, to have a chat with us about your stage show and to talk all things Rangers. It's been a joy to speak to you.
No problem. Brilliant, guys. Thank you very much.
Right,
hopefully
folks.
Win tonight.
Ideal, yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.
Cheers.